Fortnite has a lot of cosmetics. I think we can all honestly appreciate that. But when it comes to controversial cosmetics, there are quite a bit of them in this game. In this video, I'm going to be discussing some of the most controversial cosmetics in Fortnite. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like, and turn notification bells so you don't miss any more videos from me. With that being said, let's hop right into the video and let's start off with the first pick. And this is actually going to go to the item shop pets. Now, the first pet we gotta mention here is Empress, and Empress here was controversial more or less because this was 1,000 V-Bucks in the item shop. She was only released a handful of times into the item shop as well, and she hasn't been seen in over 400 days. And also, fun fact, did you know that this skin was actually released on the same day as Iconic? Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe I even found that out when doing research about this video. Yeah, this pet was very expensive, which is why it got a lot of backlash. And they wonder why Epic doesn't make a lot of pets, but that wasn't the one that basically added the salt on the wound when it came to item shop pets. That has to be Gunner. Gunner was a blatant reskin of the Bonesy pet from Chapter 1 Season 6's Battle Pass. All it was Bonesy with a different symbol on the backpack or whatever, and a raptor mask. And they passed it off and they said 1,000 V-Bucks for this. This was so controversial when it came out, so much so that it literally got removed from the item shop, and it also got revoked from everyone's locker who bought this, meaning this was fully removed from the game. You cannot get this pet at all anymore, and it was so bad people even got refunds for this and even got an extra 200 V-Bucks because of it as well. I think this basically stated that Epic should not do pets in the item shop. If I'm being honest with you here, 1,000 V-Bucks is way too much. I think this should have been 600 V-Bucks. So let's continue on and talk about Skull Trooper and Ghoul Trooper. No, not the original skins. It actually is the OG edit style. So Purple Skull Trooper and Pink Ghoul Trooper. Yes, these two are very controversial because this was the start of entitlement. Literally what I'm trying to say here, people getting entitled over rare item shop cosmetics and them getting pissed off about them coming back. These were the ones that started it. And I'm not kidding you, a lot of people nowadays just don't care about these edit styles anymore, but I can understand why they did it, and it was because these were marketed as limited time skins. So I guess it's justifiable for them to get these edit styles, but it kind of makes it unfair, and it makes the people who usually have them just ungrateful and very selfish. I've seen a lot of people who have it just become really selfish. Not everybody. I do know some people, surprisingly, in the community that have these, which are very nice. But I'm just, at this point, I don't know anybody who actually likes these anymore or just doesn't really talk about them anymore. And I would honestly say that these should just release to the public now, because I don't think anyone would mind or even care anymore. This next one is crazy because I can't make this video without talking about the Reflex situation. Reflex is one of the most controversial skins in Fortnite. This was originally a skin for NVIDIA through a graphics card. You got a graphics card, a certain graphics card actually, that had a code for Reflex and you could redeem it. So this was an exclusive skin back in, I think, Chapter 1 Season 6. Around that time as well, there was a female version of this skin that was leaked out, and it was called Instinct, which is a really good skin, by the way. And the skin did not release until March of 2019. And what do you think happened? If you don't know what happened, Reflex was also sold in the item shop as well. Yeah, they sold an exclusive skin, a skin that was, I think, around $600, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, in the item shop for less than $20. I want that to sink in. Like, that was such a big slap to the face to anybody who bought a code just to get Reflex on their account. Like, wow, that is really stupid. It got so bad that ever since then, the skin has not came back, and even Instinct didn't come back for the longest time until Fresh brought her back in his locker bundle. And what's even crazier is that Reflex got an exclusive edit style, like exclusive version called Stealth Reflex, and that is the exclusive version of that skin, which is why people now refer Reflex as an item shop skin now. And actually, as this video recording, the pickaxe, Angular Axe, actually has came back twice to the item shop. So could it be possible that Reflex can come back to the item shop? I don't know, but only time will tell. Now let's move on and talk about Omega. Yeah, Omega and Agent Peely, because these two are some of the most controversial Battle Pass cosmetics in the game, and there is a really good reasoning behind it. So the first one, Omega, level 80 to get the lights is not a bad problem. It wasn't that big of a deal, but what made people really mad was because that didn't cross over to the next season. And then like when they had all the backlash happen, Epic then decided that for now, for the rest of chapter 1, any Battle Pass cosmetics that had progressive stuff towards them would progress to the next season, which was a great thing, and I'm glad that they learned from that. But to people who didn't get Omega, like the Omega lights at level 80, like myself, yeah, there was no other way for you to get it, and you basically got screwed over. But it's not as bad as Agent Peely. Good God. Yeah, Agent Peely in his gold form. The Golden Peely, possibly one of the rarest edit styles, if not the rarest edit style in the entire game. And it's mostly because you had to get to level 350 during Chapter 2, Season 2, which doesn't sound that bad on paper, but the execution was absolutely horrible. I am not kidding when I say this. You basically had to dedicate your life to the game during that entire season. It was so fucking terrible. I am sorry for cussing there, but I hate Agent Peely for that reason alone. It was almost impossible for you to actually get to level 350, let alone 300 that season, because they nerfed XP so badly. They barely added any challenges, and just the entire situation was terrible. It was done so badly that they had to nerf every single one of them down nowadays for bonus edit styles to level 200. This was such a bad thing, and I did not care for Agent Peely at all. I'm sorry for the little rant there, but let's just move on and let's talk about the fresh emote, another controversial cosmetic I had to mention on here. This is obviously the famous emote from Fortnite that got sued, and it hasn't come back since November. It hasn't been seen in almost 4 years in the item shop, which is crazy. People ask me if this is rare or not, and I'm telling you this is not a rare emote. It was out 30 times. So don't even try to say that, but I would honestly say this is one of the most controversial emotes in the game, and you wonder why this emote and Rambunctious didn't come back, or it hasn't come back, excuse me, to the item shop is because these are part of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think that's probably why they don't want to have like any more controversies with the emote, or even with Rambunctious, if that even does ever happen, which it never did, by the way. And it's an interesting thing. It's interesting. Now let's move on and talk about Metal Team Leader. This was a Save the World starter pack skin, which people thought was exclusive to Save the World, as they clearly said in their blog post that it would not release in Battle Royale at all. They did say it could come back, but they never stated it would be sold in Battle Royale. And wouldn't you know it, a little bit in early 2021, the skin was actually sold in the item shop with no compensation to anybody who bought the skin, which was a huge slap to the face. And as of right now, it actually only released 3 times in the item shop, and it hasn't come back since. And I think Epic got the wording about not to sell pack skins as item shop cosmetics, because that will just make your community pissed. After this, we gotta talk about Travis Scott. Travis Scott obviously has to make it on here. If you don't know what happened, back in November, there was an incident that happened with one of his concerts, and unfortunately people lost their lives, and my heart and condolences go out to the friends and family who lost during that day. Sorry for the stuttering there, but it sucks. I don't like talking about death. I really don't. And that's one of the reasons, if not the only reason, why Travis Scott has not returned to the item shop. I would honestly say that he should return to the item shop, but because of all the controversies, even with like Out West not coming back for a good while and then just randomly coming back this year, and then it didn't come back again, should it be possible for him to actually come back? I would say yes. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. After this, we gotta talk about Astro Assassin. This skin here is probably the most scamming Fortnite cosmetic in the game. Essentially, they sold this skin off in the item shop. There's a lot of things I wanted to talk about just about the skin alone. I might make a video about this skin. If you're interested, drop a like, but I'll give you this short story here. Essentially, this skin was originally called Gemini, and they removed it from the files because it looked like another game character. Then they brought it back as Astro Assassin. They brought it to the item shop to the very first time in Season X. It had challenges. It didn't have any edit styles when it did have a red edit style, and it even had a picture pickaxe, which never released until it became a reboot a friend cosmetic, which was interesting. And that even had the red edit style, which was even more strange. And the skin got so much backlash that it didn't return until the very first vaulted shop back in early 2021. And that became a controversy of its own because they actually advertised a red edit style for her, which wasn't even in the game at all. I even have proof of it. Here's a little screenshot of that situation from my item shop, which I even recorded and bought in one of my spending sprees. It was so bad that it even got refund tokens, and as of right now, it hasn't been seen over 300 days. If I'm being honest here, just release the red edit style epic, please. But again, if you really want me to do a video talking about this skin, let me all know down below. So that is it for just some of the most controversial Fortnite cosmetics in the game. This wasn't all of them, but if you want me to do a second part to this video, let me all know by dropping a like on the video. So with all that being said, I would love to know down below in the comment section, what is the most controversial Fortnite cosmetic in your opinion? Let me all know down below. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did happen to enjoy, consider subscribing to the channel, turn notification bell so you don't miss any more new videos from me as I upload weekly, and drop a like on the video only if you did enjoy the video. I love every single one of you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out everyone.